Hi, and today at Commizen Dojo, we will be talking about Pythagorean triplets. Now, when I say the term Pythagorean, what instantly clicks to your mind? Well, of course, the Pythagoras Theorem. Now, let's do a quick revision of Pythagoras Theorem before we move on to Pythagorean triplets. Now, over here, I have a right angle triangle with me. Now, in this right angle triangle, this is the longest side. And the longest side, my friend, is called the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse is the longest side. And the remaining two sides are our base and the height. Now what the Pythagoras theorem states is that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the square of the height plus the square of the base. This is what the Pythagoras theorem is all about. So now that we have done a quick revision of Pythagoras theorem, now let's move on to the Pythagorean triplets. So right here, Pythagorean triplets are a set of three numbers which follow the Pythagoras theorem. Let's try to understand this statement with the help of an example. Let's say I have three numbers with me, 3, 4 and 5. Now in order to check whether these three numbers are Pythagorean triplets, let's say I have a right angle triangle with me right here, like this one. Now in this right angle triangle, this is the longest side, so this is the hypotenuse. So the hypotenuse is the longest side of this right angle triangle. Now out of 3, 4 and 5, which is the largest number? Well, 5 is the largest number. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign 5 to the hypotenuse. So I will write 5 over here. Now the remaining numbers 3 and 4. I can take 3 and 4 as the height and base. So let's say I will write 3 over here and 4 over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all three of these numbers and I'm going to apply them into the Pythagoras theorem. So right here, hypotenuse square is equal to height square plus base square. So the square of the hypotenuse, so the square of 5 should be equal to the square of the height, which is square of 3, plus the base square, which is square of 4. Now over here, the square of 5, this is equal to 25. Now the square of 3 is 9 plus the square of 4, which is 16. Now 9 plus 16, this gives us 25. Now my friend, the left hand side, which is this part, and the right hand side, which is this part. The left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So this means that the Pythagoras theorem is being followed over here. So yes, 3, 4 and 5 are Pythagorean triplets. Great. Now let's move on to the last example for the day. So right here, let's say we have three numbers with us, 5, 12 and 13. Now in order to check whether these three numbers are Pythagorean triplets or not, let's say we have a right angle triangle with us. Now in this right angle triangle, this is the longest side. So this is the hypotenuse. And the remaining two sides are the height and the base. Now out of 5, 12 and 13, 13 is the largest number. So I will assign 13 to the hypotenuse. So I will write 13 over here. And the remaining numbers 5 and 12. I can take them as the height and the base. So I will write 5 over here and 12 right here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all three of these numbers and I'm going to apply them into the Pythagoras theorem. So right here, the hypotenuse square is equal to height square plus base square. So hypotenuse square is the square of 13. Now this should be equal to the square of the height plus the square of the base. So the square of 5 plus the square of 12. Now the square of 13, this gives us 169. This should be equal to the square of 5, this gives us 25, plus the square of 12, this gives us 144. Now 25 plus 144, this gives us 169. So my friend over here, the left hand side, which is this side, and the right hand side, which is this side. The left hand side is equal to the right hand side. So this means that the Pythagoras theorem is being followed over here. So what does that mean? That means that 5, 12 and 13 are Pythagorean triplets. Yay! So today we learned about Pythagorean triplets. I hope you found this lesson interesting. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.